Okay, 12 cards. Yesterday we have started with this chapter, Should Wizard Hit Mommy? Let's continue further with this chapter. Now we have reached the point where the father, Jack, was narrating a story to Joe, right? And as usual, the story revolved around the same characters, right? Somewhat the name of the Roger character was different. So this time it was Roger Skunk. Skunk is like a cat like an animal, and other characters, the owl, the wizard, it's all the same. So we find the little girl Jo is very anxious to know what happens next in the story. The plot here in the story this time is that Skunk, Roger Skunk, who was a child, this little skunk child, it smelled very bad. It emitted a foul smell, right? Because of which all the animals, they ran away from it. They didn't play with him, right? Wherever he went, animals used to run away. So this poor animal was very troubled because of all this. So in order to solve this problem, he goes to the owl, wise owl, to get his problem solved. So the owl, as usual, advises to go to the wizard, the White House, in the White House where the wizard stays. So now the Roger Skunk who goes to the wizard, and they find that in the wizard's house everything was scattered. There were many things there. So the girl is very curious. Joe is very curious to know what happens next, right? So and in between she interrupts again and again. So we find that uh, Jack gets irritated and he scolds the girl that, do you want me to continue with the story? Then you have to keep quiet. You're not going to interrupt in between. Right. So we here find that the father, though he is narrating a story to the girl, and he has been doing that when she was just 2 years of age. But at points when she becomes more inquisitive, she's very curious to know what happens. If she every time interrupts in between, then he loses his patience also in between, right? So that is what all we have read, and now I'm going to start the story from the point where Roger Skunk has reached the wizard, and he tells wizard that this is my problem. Roger Skunk tells wizard that I'm smelling very bad. So Roger thought and said, okay, then what do you want? You want me to I'll change your fragrance. You tell me, how do you want to smell? So Roger thought and said roses. So wizard asked, wow, how do you want to smell? And Roger said roses. So he spells out that magical spell that was abracadabra, hocus pocus, hocus poo. And Roger Skunk, how do you do? Roses, boses, pull and near. Roger Skunk, you never fear, bingo. Right? This was the magic spell which he enchanted. And then he started giving a lovely fragrance of roses, of rose flowers. Right? Chaliye. So from this point, we have done till this one. So now I'm continuing from this point only. Harshita, you can see on the screen, you have to start from to make the sound effect.
Okay, ma'am. To make the sound effect of how the skunk knocked the door, Jack knocked on the window sill and Joe was thrilled. Jack continued that the old man with a long white beard and a blue pointed hat came out. Then Jack made his favorite sound effect and continued that the wizard asked Roger what he wanted and that he had a very bad body odor. Then to this, Roger replied that he knew that he smelled bad and told him that all other animals ran away from him. He also told the wizard that the wise owl had told him that he could help him. Then the old man replied that maybe he could and asked Roger Shunk to follow him inside and not to get too close. Then Jack describes how the house of the wizard was really.
Harshita, just a second. I think this is the explanation which we have already done, right? Because we have done till this point. I don't think we have read out the entire word. Jack replied.
Ma'am, from where?
Harshita, actually, we have done this where he spells the magical words, right? So here it is, the magical words here, where he says smell of roses. roses, Roger Fish cried. And the wizard said very cranky, that will all be 7 pennies. So you have to start from this point. You can start, he paused a rapt expression.
He paused as a rapt expression widened out from his daughter's nostrils, forcing her eyebrows up and her lower lip down in a wide, noiseless grin, an expression in which Jack was startled to recognize his wife feigning pleasure at cocktail parties. And all of a sudden, he whispered. The whole inside of the wizard's house was full of the smell of roses. Roses, Roger Fish cried. And the wizard said, very cranky, that will all be 7 pennies. Daddy, what? Roger Shunk. Roger Shunk, you said Roger Fish. Yes, Shunk. You said Roger Fish. Wasn't that silly? Very silly of your stupid old daddy. Where was I? Well, you know about the pennies. Say it. Okay, Roger Shunk said, but all I have is 4 pennies, and he began to cry.
Okay. Now, see, wait just a second, please. Jack is narrating the story to Joe, and he tells that the wizard committed him that I will give you the fragrance of roses, but then I'll charge you something. He said, what you will charge me? He said that I'll be charging you 7 pennies. So then, by mistake, instead of speaking Roger Skunk, the father had mistakenly said Roger Fish. So on this, the girl interrupted. Jack had said Roger Fish. On this, Joe interrupted and she said, Father, Daddy, you said Roger Fish. It's not Roger Fish, it's Roger Skunk. He said, no, Shada, haven't said Roger Fish. He said, yes, how silly of you, Daddy. The character is Roger Fish. Roger Fish. So Jack said, oh, how stupid of your old daddy. Well, let's continue with the pennies, right? So this actually stanza, this incident tells that children are very particular. This happens very generally, that if an elder, whether it's parents or elders, any elder or even a teacher, if she makes a mistake, then children point it out immediately. See, this is where you were wrong. So perhaps the girl, this is basically a child's nature, right? They will correct it there and then. So this was the thing which was also doing that. Daddy, no, you said Roger Fish, which is wrong. The character here is Roger Skunk. So now they're coming back about talking about the pennies. So here Roger Skunk then says that I just have 4 pennies, and Wizard has asked for 7 pennies for giving him the fragrance of the roses, right? So because just Roger Skunk just had 4 pennies, so he started to cry. Now when he started to cry, when father said that he began to cry, Joe made the crying face again, but this time without a trace of sincerity. So now Joe was trying to imitate Roger Skunk, that how would he be crying? So she was just trying to imitate him. So this annoyed Jack. So now Jack, as a father, was irritated. So we see at many points a father got irritated. When again and again girl was asking questions, when again she was interrupting in between, she was asking what will happen next. Then she was, because she knows most of the time the story revolves around the same characters and the same things happen. So she was telling, okay, now Roger Skunk will be going to the owl. So at these points, the father got irritated. So again, this annoyed Jack when she started making faces as if to cry. So let's do from this side. You have to continue from downstairs. Some more furniture rumbled.
Downstairs, some more furniture rumbled. Claire shouldn't move heavy things. She was 6 months pregnant. It would be their foot. So the wizard said, oh, very well. Go to the end of the lane and turn around 3 times and look down the magic well, and there you will find 3 pennies. Hurry up. So Roger Shunk went to the end of the lane and turned around 3 times, and there in the magic well were 3 pennies. So he took them back to the wizard and was very happy and ran out into the woods, and all the other little animals gathered around him because he smelled so good. And they played tag, baseball, football, basketball, lacrosse, hockey, soccer, and pickup sticks. What's pickup sticks? It's a game you play with sticks, like the wizard's magic wand, kind of. And they played games and laughed all afternoon, and then it began to get dark and they all ran home to their mommies.
Okay. Now downstairs, some more furniture rumbled. There was some sound created because of the furniture. So Claire shouldn't move heavy things. Now Jack was actually also concerned about his wife. As I told you earlier, also she was expecting a third baby, and she was 6 months pregnant. So the wizard said, "Oh, very well." Now Jack was somewhere also. His attention was downstairs at what his wife was doing. Now the wizard said, "Oh, very well. Go to the end of the lane and turn around 3 times and look down the magic well." So the wizard who has asked for 7 pennies, but Roger Skunk went to the end of the lane and turned around 3 times, and there in the magic well there were 3 pennies. So he took them back to the wizard and was very happy. So he brought those 3 pennies. He was very happy. He brought those pennies back to the wizard and ran out into the woods and all the other little animals. Now he ran back into the forest, and because he had such a sweet smell, all the animals gathered around him because he smelled so good. And now they together played basketball, football, baseball, lacrosse, hockey, saucer, and pickup sticks. On this, she questions what is pickup sticks, right? So the father says it's like a game which you play with sticks, just sticks like the wizard's magic wand. Wizards have that magic wand, similarly these kind of sticks. And they played games and laughed all afternoon. And then it began to get dark, and they all ran home to their mommies. So now all these animals who earlier tried to get away from Roger Skunk. Now they happily played with him because he was smelling very sweet. He had the smell, he had the odor of roses. So they were really very happy with him, and they played many games. Roger Skunk also enjoyed, because all these animals earlier, they used to avoid him, they used to run away from him. Now he was happy with all of them, right? And as it grew dark, so they all of them went back to their home, to their mommies. Please continue.
Jo was starting to fuss with her hands and looked out of the
Harshita,
window.
just a moment, please.
Ma'am, screen.
Yes. Now continue.
Jo was starting to fuss with her hands and look out of the window at the crack of day that showed under the shade. She thought the story was all over. Jack didn't like women when they took anything for granted. He liked them apprehensive, hanging on his words. Now, Joe, are you listening? Yes, because this is very interesting. Roger Shank's mummy said, "What's that awful smell?" "What?" And Roger Shank said, "It's me, mommy. I smell like roses." And she said, "Who made you smell like that?" And he said, "The wizard." And she said, of all the nerve, you of all the nerve, you come with me and we are going right back to that very awful wizard." Jo sat up, her hands dabbling in the air with genuine fright. "But daddy," then he said, "about the other little animals run away." Her hands skittered off into the underbrush. "All right," he said, "but mommy, all the other little animals ran away." And she said, "I don't care. You smelled the way a little chunk should have. And I'm going to take you right back to that wizard." And she took an umbrella and went back with Roger Shunk and hit that wizard right over the head. "No," Jo said, and put her hand out to touch his lips, yet even in her agitation did not quite dare to stop the source of truth. Inspiration came to her. Then the wizard hit her on the head. Then the wizard hit her on the head and did not change that little chunk back. "No," he said. The wizard said okay, and Roger Shunk did not smell of roses anymore. He smelled very bad again. But the other little, mum, oh mum, John, it's daddy's story. Shall daddy not tell you any more stories?" Her broad face looked at him through sifted light, astounded.
Okay, now this is the main twist in the story, right? To which Joe reacts. Now, actually, see, if you find generally the mindset is at, as I told you in the beginning itself, whether it is stories, fairy tales, or movies, children's stories, or elderly stories, all stories we expect to have a happy ending, right? So, actually, if you see, according to that mindset, the story would have come to an end now. Because Roger Skunk, he was actually very fed up because of this thing, because of his bad odor, body odor. And finally, he has got that solution. The wizard had given him the beautiful, lovely, sweet fragrance of roses. And everybody played with the skunk because of that, right? So, but the story doesn't here ends. Now, when as it's dark after playing, all the animals go back home. So does Roger Skunk also goes back to her mom. So when he smells like roses, so Roger Skunk's mother, she asked, "Oh, what's this? Who made you smell like that?" At that point, the Roger Skunk tells his mommy that it was the wizard. I went to the wizard and I told him that I'm really fed up. All the animals run away, right? So Joe sat up her, all the animals run away. Now at this point, Joe was very curious. Okay, what would happen next? So she sat up, her hands dabbling in the air with genuine fright. She was scared. Now how would mommy react? But Daddy then said that about the other little animals run away. Right. So her hands skittered off into the underbrush. All right. He said, but mommy, all the other little animals run away. She said. Now Roger Skunk is telling that all the animals used to run away from me, right, mommy? So that is the reason I have asked the wizard to give me a sweet smell. So he has given me the smell of roses, right? On this, he has given him the smell of roses. Now, Roger Skunk's mommy was very upset. She was very annoyed on this because the reason which she gave was that she said that all the skunk, you just smell the way a little skunk should. That means that smell was peculiar of a skunk, right? So he said that she said, I'm going to take you right back to the wizard and I want that smell only back for you. Now on this, Roger Skunk said, no, 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 because even he wanted that sweet smell only. He wanted everybody to play with him, right? And on this, Joe also reacted. Joe said no, and she tried to put her hand out to touch her father's lip so that the story should not end in this manner, because she never wanted. The poor child was bullied. The poor child was left away by all her friends, all his friends. Nobody used to play with him. Everybody used to ignore him. So somehow his problem was solved. The problem was resolved here, right? But now the mommy says, no, this is not right. Why have you got your smell changed? You should not smell like rose. Rather, you should smell the way all skunks do. You just smell like a skunk. So you have to come to me with the wizard, and I will get it changed. Now, then the wizard hit her on the head. So she went to the wizard and she asked the wizard, why have you done that? And you changed the smell back. Give that skunk the same body odor which it had. So the wizard at first he denied. He said no. Then he said okay. And Roger Skunk now did not smell of roses anymore. She hit the wizard. So finally the wizard had to agree and he said, okay, we'll give you that smell back. Now, on this, the girl, Joe or Joan, she was very upset. She used this word, oh, that is, she was angry, she was shocked. She was feeling very bad for Roger Skunk because the poor animal had resolved his problem, but mommy took her back to the wizard. She hit the wizard and asked the wizard to return back that peculiar bad smell of skunk to him. So Joe was not agreeing at this end of the story. She was really upset, right? So now when Joe resisted against it, when Joe expressed her resistance, when Joe expressed herself on this, then Daddy asked her, shall Daddy not tell you any more stories? So Daddy was like, should I not narrate it in the way I would like to? So her broad face looked at him through sifted light, astounded. Now she was shocked, but her broad face looked at her father. Harshita, I think I'm clear with the part. Is this
Yes,
thing
ma'am.
clear?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Please continue. Guys, others also, if you find somewhere I've missed out something or any particular section you want me to repeat, please give it to me in the chat box so that then we can, later on, we can repeat it again. Though I'll be doing the recap of the chapter also once we have completed it. So Harshita, you can please continue. This is what happened.
This is what happened then. Roger Shunk and his mommy went home and they heard woo woo. And it was the choo-choo train bringing Daddy Shunk home from Boston. And they had lima beans, celery, liver, mashed potatoes, and pie oh my for dessert. And when Roger Shunk was in bed, Mommy Shunk came up and hugged him and said he smelled like her little baby Shunk again, and she loved him very much. And that's the end of the story. But Daddy, what? Then did the other little animals run away? No, because eventually they got used to the way he was and did not mind it at all.
Now, that was the end of the story which the father cooked up. He said that after all these things that happened, they went to the wizard, mommy hit wizard, and finally wizard gave Roger Skunk back his bad smell. After that, Roger Skunk and the mommy, they came back home, and they could hear the sound of the train. That was the ending. Every time he used to end up the story in that manner only, that they could hear the of the train, and because Daddy Skunk was coming back home from Boston, right? And they had lima beans, celery liver, mashed potatoes. That was all the meal they're talking about. All these things were there in the desert, and there was a desert also. Pie was there in the desert. Now, and when Roger Skunk was in bed, Mommy Skunk came up, she hugged him, and she told his baby skunk that she loved him very much. And she said that now my baby smelled like my baby skunk only. Right? So that was the end of the story. And then Joe in between asked, but what about the other animals? They still ran away from Roger Skunk. They still didn't play with Roger Skunk. So on this, Daddy replied, no, because eventually they got used to the way he was. Eventually they were used to of that foul smell which Roger Skunk had. So they didn't mind it, and they used to play with it. They became so used to it with that foul smell. They were okay with it. They didn't mind it at all, and they didn't run away from Roger Skunk, and they played with it. Right now, this is the story where the story ends, which Jack has narrated to his daughter Jo. Now, here we come to the theme of the story, where we find the little girl who has been narrated, who hears to these stories from her father when she was just 2 years of age. Right now, she is a little grown up. She understands things. She knows the plots of the story somewhere very well. She knows every time the story revolves around these characters only, right? And she knows how what happens. There is a problem with this character known as Roger. The second name is every time different. Then this Roger goes to the owl to take advice. Owl sends him to the wizard. Wizard performs some kind of magical spell. The wizard performs, and then the problem is solved. Though in return, the wizard demands for some money, and he generally doesn't has that money is not sufficient. So wizard also tells him some solution how to get that money. So Roger goes there, gets the pennies, and give it to the wizard, and wizard solve his problem. This time the ending was different, where the problem was solved, but Mother Skunk reacted to it, that how he had got this done. This should not be done, right? Because that smell is peculiar of skunks, so he should have it. So mother took him to the wizard, hit the wizard, asked him to return back the foul smell. So the wizard had to, he had no other choice. So this made Joe, the ending made Joe somewhat dissatisfied. Then we here now in this stanza, in the last section of the story, we find reaction of Joe to it, where maybe Jack also realized that children somewhere have their own opinion. He should realize, but uh, as a father, he was more concerned rather that children, little children especially, they should accept one fact, that whatever decision parents are given, that is for them only. That is for their betterment. That is for their well-being. That means the concept of you can say the notion, the traditional notion of understanding and believing deeply that parents are always correct. That notion, Jack as a father is here not really trying to make her daughter understand, but rather he is trying to impose it upon her, right? So let's come on to the last section. We are just left with 3 more minutes. Harshita, just read out this section fastly, this stanza. What's
Okay.
even shillati?
What's even Shiladi? In a little while. That was a stupid mommy. It was not, he said with rare emphasis, and believed from her expression that she realized he was defending his own mother to put her, or something as odd. Now I want you to put your big heavy head in the pillow and have a good long nap. He adjusted the shade so that so not even a crack of day showed, and tiptoed to the door in the pretense that she was already asleep. But when he turned, she was crouching on top of the covers and staring at him. Hey, get under the covers and fall fast asleep. Bobby's asleep. She stood up and bounced gingerly on the springs. Daddy, what? Tomorrow I want you to tell me the story that the wizard took the magic wand and hit that mommy. Her plump arms chopped forcefully right over the head. No, that's not the story. The point is that the little skunk loved his mommy more than he loved all the other little animals, and she knew what was right. No, tomorrow you say he hit that mommy.
Now, here comes the aggression of the child, right? Now, she believes that mommy has not done this thing right? So, though the father, in that authoritative tone, in that commanding tone, he told the daughter to put your head on the pillow now, and he switched off the lights. He ensured that the door was firmly shut so that there is no light coming inside. So now the girl should sleep down, right? So he was just simply giving instructions. But then he found that the girl was still awake. She didn't sleep. And now the girl was staring at her and she said, Daddy, tomorrow I want you to tell me the story that the wizard took the magic wand and hit the mom. The story which father had narrated was that mommy had hit the wizard. That why have you done this thing with the baby skunk, Roger skunk, right? But now she wants that mother has done wrong. So she said that wizard should hit the mommy now, right? And her plump arms chopped forcefully. And she said her plump arms should be chopped by the wizard. Right over the head. No, that's not the story. The point is the little skunk. So daddy on this said, no, that's not the story. So the father here was trying to explain it to her daughter that that was not the story. The story was, the point is, that the little skunk loved his mommy more than he loved all the other little animals. So daddy is trying to give the explanation. He is saying that the story ended in this manner because Roger skunk had to obey his mother. He obeyed his mother because he loved his mommy more than anybody else, any of the other animals who denied to play with him because of whom he was suffering. So he loved his mommy more than anybody else. So he agreed to his mother's commands, right? And that was the reason. So he said that, and mommy also loved him, and mommy knew she was right, and Roger Skunk also knew that mommies are always right. That was the reason that he hit the mom. Right? That is the explanation given by the father. Now, it's short of time. I'm finishing it here. Now, what explanation on this girl Jo gives that we are going to continue tomorrow. Harsh, we can stop.